Did you know that the average American wastes between $200 and $400 every single year just from drafts and air leaks in their home? That's money literally flying out your windows and doors. Now imagine what other kinds of waste might be draining your retirement savings without you even realizing it. If you're living on a fixed income in retirement, every dollar counts. But here's the good news. Reducing waste doesn't just help the planet, it puts money back in your pocket. Today, I'm going to share 10 simple ways you can reduce waste in your retirement that will save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars each year. Welcome back to Freedomfully, where we help you live your best retirement life while being kind to both your wallet and the planet. I'm here to show you that sustainable living isn't just for young environmentalists. It's one of the smartest financial strategies for retirees. Whether you're already retired or planning for retirement, these waste reduction strategies will help you stretch your dollars further while creating a healthier, more comfortable living environment. And the best part? Most of these changes cost little to nothing to implement, but the savings add up quickly. We'll cover everything from simple home improvements that can save you hundreds on energy bills to smart shopping strategies that eliminate unnecessary spending. Let's dive in and start putting money back where it belongs, in your retirement account. Let's start with your home, because this is where most retirees spend the majority of their time and where some of the biggest waste happens without you even knowing it. The average American household throws away about 30% of the food they buy. That's like taking every third grocery bag and dumping it straight into the trash. For retirees on fixed incomes, this represents hundreds of wasted food each year. Composting your kitchen scraps serves a double purpose. First, it dramatically reduces the amount of garbage you're paying to have hauled away. Many municipalities charge based on the amount of waste you generate, so less waste means lower bills. Second, if you have any kind of garden or even potted plants, that compost becomes free, nutrient-rich soil amendment that would otherwise cost you money at the garden center. You don't need a fancy system. A simple countertop container for daily scraps and a basic outdoor bin, or even just a designated corner of your yard will do the trick. Vegetable peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, and yard trimmings all break down into what gardeners call black gold. This is where small changes create big savings over time. Consider this. If you buy one pack of paper towels every 2 weeks at $4 per pack, you're spending over $100 a year just on paper towels. A set of quality cloth napkins and cleaning rags is affordable. The same principle applies to water bottles, plastic bags, disposable plates, and cups, and even things like aluminum foil and plastic wrap. Investing in reusable alternatives has a higher upfront cost, but pays for itself quickly. A good reusable water bottle saves the average person about 156 plastic bottles per year, which translates to significant savings, especially if you're buying bottled water regularly. Proper recycling isn't just about feeling good about the environment. It can actually save you money. Many areas offer reduced garbage collection fees if you recycle properly, because it reduces the volume of waste going to landfills. But here's what many people don't know. Improper recycling can actually cost you money. When you put non-recyclable items in recycling bins, it can contaminate entire loads, leading to higher processing costs that get passed back to consumers through higher municipal fees. Take 5 minutes to learn your local recycling guidelines. Clean containers properly, separate materials correctly, and avoid wishful recycling. That's when you put something in the recycling bin, hoping it's recyclable when you're not sure. This simple knowledge can help keep your waste management costs as low as possible. Now let's talk about energy waste, because this is where you can see some of the most dramatic savings. Remember that statistic I mentioned at the beginning? The average American wastes $200 to $400 annually just from drafts and air leaks. The Department of Energy says that reducing these drafts can result in energy savings of 10 to 20%. This is probably the highest impact, lowest cost improvement you can make. Air leaks around windows, doors, electrical outlets, and anywhere pipes or wires enter your home are like leaving money on the table. You can do a simple test yourself. On a windy day, hold a lit candle or incense stick near potential leak areas. If the flame flickers or the smoke moves, you've found a leak. Most of these can be sealed with inexpensive caulk or weather stripping that you can find at any hardware store for under $20. For larger gaps, expanding foam sealant works wonders. The investment in materials is usually under $50, but the energy savings can be substantial. One retiree I know reduced her heating bill by 18% just by spending a weekend sealing air leaks. Smart thermostats can save you about $50 per year on average, which represents about 8% of your heating and cooling costs. But the key is using them correctly. The biggest mistake people make is constantly adjusting the temperature manually, which defeats the purpose of having a programmable system. Set it and forget it. Program it to automatically lower the temperature when you're sleeping or away from home, and raise it back up before you return. For retirees who are home most of the day, the savings come from more subtle adjustments. Even a 2-degree difference in your target temperature can result in significant savings over time. In winter, try setting it to 68 degrees when you're awake and active, and 65 degrees when you're sleeping. In summer, aim for 78 degrees when you're home and 82 degrees when you're away. Energy vampires are devices that continue to draw power even when they're turned off. These phantom loads can account for up to 10% of your electricity bill. The biggest culprits are televisions, computers, kitchen appliances, and anything with a digital display or remote control. The solution is simple: unplug devices when you're not using them, or use smart power strips that automatically cut power to devices in standby mode. This is especially effective for entertainment centers, where you might have a TV, cable box, sound system, and gaming console all plugged in. For items you use daily, like coffee makers or microwaves, consider whether you really need that digital clock display running 24 hours a day. Sometimes the simplest solution is just unplugging things overnight or when you're away for extended periods. Water waste might not seem like a big deal, but it adds up quickly, especially in areas where water costs are rising. Over 45% of water use in the average American household happens in the bathroom, so that's where we'll focus our efforts. Low-flow shower heads, faucets, and toilets can reduce your water usage by 20 to 30% without sacrificing performance. Modern low-flow fixtures are nothing like the weak, unsatisfying versions from 20 years ago. A low-flow shower head costs between $15 and $40 and can typically be installed in minutes without any special tools. The same goes for low-flow faucet aerators, which cost just a few dollars each. These small investments can save a family of two about $100 per year on water and sewer bills. For toilets, if you're not ready to replace the entire unit, you can install a toilet tank bank or simply place a water-filled bottle in the tank to reduce the amount of water used per flush. Every flush will use less water, and over the course of a year, this can add up to significant savings. If you have any outdoor plants, flowers, or a vegetable garden, rainwater harvesting can eliminate the need to use expensive treated municipal water for irrigation. A basic rain barrel system costs between $50 and $100 and can collect hundreds of gallons of water during the rainy season. This isn't just about saving money on your water bill. It's also better for your plants. Rainwater is naturally soft and free of the chemicals found in treated municipal water. Your plants will actually grow better, which means better yields from vegetable gardens and healthier, more beautiful flower beds. The final area where retirees can reduce waste is in their purchasing decisions. This is about being more intentional with your money and avoiding the kind of impulse purchases that lead to buyer's remorse and cluttered homes. This sounds obvious, but it requires a shift in mindset, especially if you're used to shopping in bulk or taking advantage of every sale. For retirees, buying in smaller quantities more frequently often makes more sense than bulk purchasing. Start with meal planning. Plan your meals for the week, make a specific shopping list, and stick to it. This prevents food waste and reduces the temptation to buy items just because they're on sale. Before you go shopping, take inventory of what you already have. Many retirees discover they have months' worth of certain items stored in pantries, closets, and garages. Use what you have before buying more. When you do need to make purchases, especially for appliances, tools, or furniture, think long-term. Buying one high-quality item that lasts 20 years is almost always more economical than buying 3 or 4 cheaper versions that break down and need replacement. This also means choosing items that can be repaired rather than replaced. Look for products with good warranties, available replacement parts, and local repair services. Sometimes spending a little more upfront saves you hundreds or thousands of dollars over the life of the product. Research before you buy, read reviews, compare warranties, and consider the total cost of ownership, not just the purchase price. This approach reduces waste because you're not constantly throwing away items and buying replacements. These 10 strategies can easily save you $500 to $1,500 per year, money that stays in your retirement account where it belongs. But I want to hear from you. Which of these tips are you most excited to try? And what other areas of waste have you noticed in your own retirement lifestyle? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Freedomfully for more practical retirement advice that helps your money go further. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest tips. Next video, we're diving deep into the benefits of downsizing in retirement, when it makes sense, when it doesn't, and how to make the decision that's right for your situation. You won't want to miss it. Remember, retirement should be about freedom fully. Freedom from financial stress, freedom to enjoy your time, and freedom to live according to your values. These simple waste reduction strategies help you achieve all three plus more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue building your path to a more sustainable, affordable, and fulfilling retirement.